Today I'd like to talk about this old school tinderbox and why something like this works as well now as it did long ago. Hi guys, welcome to the Doug Shoe Bushcraft channel. Freezing rain starting to come down. I think it's going to get a lot worse, so I'm thankful for our little lean-to shelter. Let's go inside. Back in the day, every woodsman, it's not a greenhorn, carried a tinderbox. Some were bigger, some were smaller. This one's on a larger size, more like the size someone would have at their home or their cabin. But you could carry one this size on the trail, and I am. I'm calling this old school. It's not actually antique. I didn't spend a lot of money for it. I spent actually $0 for it. Someone threw it away. It was a place I was allowed to pick the trash. And there's different tins like this. Candy, fruitcake, cookies, whatever. Holiday snacks, gift tins. This one's a tin that a kid's game came in, and I used it to char material for a flint and steel fire. And the added benefit is it burned off almost all the dopey looking paint. I mean, it was bright colors and pictures of dice, and I forget what. It's meant to be a bright colored tin for a kid's game of some sort of dice game. It's almost all gone. It has an old school look that I like, and I've updated it slightly for today's time, but with still being very traditional. Unsurprisingly, in the tinder box I got various kinds of tinder. I got some jute twine, got birch bark little pieces, and birch bark comes in layers, so I've already peeled off very fine layers. Got some more jute twine, a bird's nest made out of inner bark from a poplar tree. Got my steel, got a piece of quartz, large ferro rod. This is dried punk wood. Then I have wood shavings and an Altoids tin. Inside the Altoids tin, you got different kinds of charred material. I have some char cloth, got punk wood, and charred material like this will very easily catch a spark. So let me set some of this to the side, just for now. So the spark caught, and it's making a number. If you think that's too hard, you can use a ferro rod. My aim could have been better, but now I got embers all over the place. I'm going to quench that really quick so I don't use up all my charred material. Alright guys, as you can see, the old-fashioned tinderbox works fine today. With a little bit of practice, you can get a fire going almost effortlessly. Maybe start off with the ferro rod, you get a little practice, learn flint and steel. The ferro rod is a big fat one, but eventually wears out. But that big piece of carbon steel, I'm never going to use that up. I can pick up another piece of quartz off the ground. All the other tinder materials I can source out here. They're natural. Then I have 2 tins to char them in. And that's why, in my mind, this is better than a modern one, so-called, that you bought in a store from the internet, because the modern ones are used up and they're gone. You have to go back and resupply. With this, I resupply in the woods, and I'm good to go. Okay guys, thanks for joining me. Be back as soon as I can. Send out your light and your truth. Let them lead me. Let them bring me to your holy hill and to your dwelling. Psalm 43, 3.